It's 1:20 p.m. Friday, November 25th, 2022. I have a couple of videos I'm making for Deanna to play later after I'm gone, and this was going to be one of them, but I think it's too important to leave out before I go because of what I'm going to do. I was supposed to be out of here on the 22nd and had a massive attack by human essence that was out of body, and they're no longer around. We're closing in though. But anyway, there's going to be so much happening when I get started. People are going to be freaking out thinking it's really bad stuff, and it's not. It's being done for all of you with compassion. All of you that aren't abusing others, it's all for you. Creation is all about you now, just as soon as I finish dropping. And I'm close. I want to try to talk briefly about stillborn deaths. About 97% of stillborn deaths are because there's no spirit in the body. The spirit is a battery that the body, physical body, needs to function. A lot of spirit goes into an embryo and it stays there, and when it's getting close to being born, it jumps out at the last moment. It has up until that amount of time to leave on its own. And once the body wakes up and it's alive and born, then it's much more difficult for the spirit to get out of the body. That's when it kind of comes together and the flesh jail cell door closes. Now, if you look at the percentage of stillborn deaths, it went up when COVID came out, like 2020, whatever. It increased, and so scientists say they don't know or they do know, and it's yada this, yada that. Spirit understands it's going into a body, and it understands what's going on. Now, understand we're talking about bodies that come into this planet here on Earth, not the other planets. Okay, they're not part of this conversation. These are the ones that you deal with, that you're about to be more aware of. Now, there was less spirit on the other side that wanted to come into a body to have a life when COVID was going on. It's like, wow, a new disease breaks out, and I was thinking about going into a body, but I don't know. I don't think it's such a good idea right now. Most of the people did, but a lot of them didn't go into a body. That's the past. The present, you're finding there's going to continually be an increase of what's going on with of the stillborn babies and less babies being born. You still have the COVID-19, but you have the Anunnaki minions literally destroying the world, taking over control everywhere, creating all these wars. Everyone thinks Putin is a nut. Putin's forced to do what he does. He's trying to protect his family and more. All this will come out soon. When I get rid of everybody, not everybody, but the people I'm getting rid of, when you wind up having 40% less population on this planet, he's still going to be here. He's a 17% lower frequency soul, and everything he does is literally, he's just talking what he's told, and if not, his family will suffer. And it's more than just his family, but he's in trouble like the rest of us. Anyway, so with all this stuff going on, there's even less people on the other side, less beings, spirit beings. I call them people. There's less spirit on the other side, second dimension, that, or what some people think is heaven, think of as heaven. There's less of them want to come in a body. Okay? So there's less and less. It's like this is getting worse, and so the percentage of people that don't want to come into a body is increasing. There's still plenty of brave people that are wanting to do it, but the amount of people that are backing out, thinking more sensibly, they're saying no, ain't gonna happen. So they're signed up for it. They might go in there, and then at the last moment they say, nah, I changed my mind. This is stupid. When I get out of it now, there's been, like I mentioned a minute ago, there's been an issue with human essence and even some of the older human souls really being stupid. I woke up the morning of the 22nd and I didn't know, I realized I was sitting in my chair and that this body was conscious, but I didn't understand why. It's not like back in 2009 or 10 or something, one or the other, when the original first being male attacked me and literally burnt part of my brain. And I woke up, didn't know who I was, where I was, what was happening. It wasn't like that, but I wake up in the morning, I already know what I need to do for the day, and I woke up and I was confused why I was still here. There was nothing I had to do. I mean, there was nothing on the schedule for today because I wasn't supposed to be here. I've been fighting the previous 2 days with a ton of human essence attacking me. It takes one of them to mess with you. I had about 150 to 200 of them constantly coming at me. They're all dead. Human essence itself has been what I would call temporarily deleted. It's deletion, but it's easy to turn around and bring it right back. But that way they can't bother me anymore, so I can get out of here. When something's busy attacking me, it's hard for me to leave the body because I'm in the middle of doing something physical because I have no choice. I'm being attacked. If this sounds insane to some of you, well, it should. If you knew what was really going on, you'd understand exactly how insane it is. Creation's fracked up, man. And it's all getting fixed. And it's literally being reformulated, remade. The trash is being destroyed. And then the format for creation goes from one of abuse and control by the original first being male and female, which was your God and devil, same two people, both of them taking jobs, doing jobs of both. Anyway. So now it was human essence that was putting people in bodies. And as far as the future goes, I'll be out of here soon. And when I am, Lily and I are going to be fixing everything. I'll be destroying. She's going to be healing while I'm doing that. Everything's going to be fine. However, we're not going to let but a few, beings go in the body. So the amount of people being sterile, not being able to have children, is going to increase dramatically. The amount of stillborn babies is going to still increase. It's a sad thing, but there's not many people that are going to wind up getting pregnant. Not many ladies. There's only a certain amount of years after I go where the solid bodies are going to exist, and then I'm going to literally just condense all of them to where they're gone, and you're in a body doing something 1 minute, and next thing you know, you're yourself floating around a spirit. It's like, what? And you'll be happy. I mean, there's no pain, no suffering, no worry, no nothing. And there's some people that know almost exactly how long that is. I've said it's going to be within a 20-year period, and that's the truth. That's a fact. It will be within 20 years. How much? Not saying. The idea is for you to have fun and enjoy yourself, and when it happens, you're going to be happy as crap. So also, in the years coming after I'm out of here, there's also all the problem with the turmoil on Earth, and I'm going to turn things upside down, and people are not going to want to get in a body. They're not going to be allowed to go in a body. It was human essence that was putting them in a body, and human essence out of body, they're almost all gone. They'll be brought back, and the problems will be deleted, and the others will be enhanced. This isn't about any one thing, it's about everything. The only thing it's not about is Lily and I. It's about everyone else. We're working, that's all. We go to work to make the money and what we need to care for the family, and then the family just, they live. As long as they don't fight with each other, everything's good. What am I forgetting? That's got it. So on the other side, a lot of the people coming in a body were human essence and human souls. Some of them Femen essence and Femen souls, a combination of human and Fey. But there's almost none of them around anymore. It's the bodies die, people come out. There's over 8 trillion planets, so there's a lot of them out there, and they're not wrong or evil or something. But I'm not going to put up with them keeping me in a damn body. You'll see soon. But when wonderful, loving people go to have children, and they can't, I want them to know why. There's nothing wrong with them. Everything is changing, and it's changing for the better, and they'll understand soon. In the meantime, it's important to me, and Lily agrees, that they need to know why they're not having children. So, I'll tell you what, after I'm gone, there's no children are going to be born and grow up to be 20 years old. That ain't happening. And those of you that are in this group that I work with, and also the people that I've had consultations, you know how long people have. Not to the date. Nobody knows that, and you shouldn't. Otherwise, you keep thinking about when it all ends, and it's not when it all ends. It's when it all begins. Your new bodies will be spirit. There's no abuse. You will be very happy. Well, anyway, that's what's going on with the increase in stillborn deaths that we have now and that are coming, and the lack of fertility issues that are about to hit hard. It's all for the better. Folks, love you. Take care and have a good one.